Alright. Yo, I have no direction with this video, but I thought I'd make it. I'm gonna be talking about, I'm just gonna redo it. Yo, what's up? So, I'm gonna be talking about why I deleted a large majority of the social media apps on my phone. Currently, the only social media app I have, or the only social medias I have on my phone right now are Snapchat and YouTube. And if you look at my phone, Snapchat has no notification. So I ain't even really using Snapchat either. Point is, the reason I deleted like TikTok, Instagram, I think there was one more that I had that I deleted. Instagram, TikTok. There's one more that I'm not thinking of. I did delete Snapchat for a while too, but I re-downloaded it because a bunch of my friends are on there and I like to talk to them. Starting off, I'm gonna explain to you guys kind of just like my story. It's not even really a story, it's kind of just like the reason I deleted them. And it all started off with TikTok. I was getting heavily influenced by some YouTube channels I watched about like self-improvement and stuff, and like, oh, like TikTok's a waste of time, blah 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 blah. So that's kind of initially why I deleted TikTok. It wasn't because like the reason I do it now, it was for a completely different reason. It was just to save time, because TikTok was a waste of time. And so I deleted it. I deleted it for like a year, maybe 2 years honestly, since I've deleted it. And it did actually save me a fuck ton of time. Like going on TikTok was probably like the biggest time consumer that I had during my day, at least with my phone. I'd find myself like being on there for like hours, maybe not hours, but like an hour at a time. At different moments of the day, I would be on there for like straight up an hour, which is not good. I've had TikTok deleted. It was the first social media app I decided to delete. It stayed deleted for good reason. And the next one was Snapchat, and it was for a completely another reason. I felt at this point in my life, I just turned 18, so it was about 6 months ago. Obviously I've re-downloaded it, but I'm not using Snapchat like I used to. I just go on there to talk with the boys. I don't really use it that often. And I've also turned off notifications for it, so I don't like get notified when I have something on Snapchat. Point is, I deleted Snapchat. It went TikTok, Snapchat, and when I deleted Snapchat, it was kind of just a snowball from there. Because once you delete like an app, you start to notice how much that app like is really kind of redundant in your life, and how you don't really need it. Once you've deleted it, you realize how like useless it was. At least for me, that's what it was. But that's still not the reason I recommend you guys to delete the social media apps, and I'll get to that because it's a realization that's just come to existence in my mind, and I'll talk about it at the end of the video. And the next app that I deleted was Instagram. It was because Instagram has low-key become another version of TikTok with like Instagram Reels or whatever. Same with Snapchat. Snapchat has like TikTok stuff on there too, like how you can just swipe. And so it basically just started to become my second TikTok, and I'd go on there. Not as much because I was more conscious of the fact that it was like taking up a lot of my time. But I eventually decided to delete not my Instagram, but I deleted the app. So I still have my accounts on there. They're just like not being used. So yeah, I deleted Instagram. This is when I came to like this realization, and it's only kind of solidified in my mind the past like 2-ish weeks, which is why I'm making this video, because I think you guys will actually benefit from doing this too. When I deleted Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, and I had all of them deleted at one point, I realized how like less cluttered my mind was. I was actually able to think with my own thoughts, just be in my own mind, and in a way talk to myself without having all these other voices in my head. That makes me sound like a fucking insane person, but like voices meaning like the social media apps that I was like being influenced by, and like just literally looking at and hearing them. It was kind of putting their thoughts in my mind. And to kind of like give you an analogy, imagine like compare social media consumption to food consumption. When you consume a fuck ton of food, your stomach's full of that food. When I consume a fuck ton of social media and a fuck like a bunch of like the people on there, whether it's a YouTube channel that you like to watch, or an Instagram person that you like to watch or read posts, anything like that, you're consuming their content, and the content goes to your mind. Instead of your stomach being full, it's like your mind being full, but not full of your own thoughts. It's full of their thoughts, because that's all you're listening to. And it's like you put yourself in a tight position where you can't breathe. You can't have your own thoughts because they're constantly being refilled with the social media that you're consuming. And so I started to realize that like I was able to think on my own, and like I wasn't like thinking the thoughts of the social media I was consuming, if that makes any sense. So if you're listening to this and you're like, dude, you sound like a fucking dumbass, this makes no sense, or if you're actually resonating with it, then good. But if you're the other person, what I would just challenge you to do is delete 2 or 3, or just start with 1. Baby steps, you know, start with 1. Delete 1 of your apps and just notice how it affects you mentally, time management wise, stuff like that. It's you start to realize that you really don't need these apps, and it's honestly in a way kind of like peaceful to be able to just have your own thoughts, not have to be thinking the thoughts of other people, you know? Basically, at the end of the day, what I'm saying right now is, for me, deleting a bunch of my social media apps, I haven't deleted all of them, so I'm not saying delete every fucking app you have, but deleting social media for me, or deleting a lot of them for me, was, it took a lot of pressure off my mind, just allowed me to fill my brain with my own thoughts. It's a good feeling. I know like I can't really communicate exactly how it feels because I'm not good at articulating that, but it's a peaceful, blissful feeling to not have constant thoughts being filtered throughout your brain, being able to just breathe in a moment, and not having to, like, in a way it was stressful. It felt tight. It felt like I was in a tight place. Like I was just filled with thoughts to the brim. Like my stomach was full, but my mind. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what I'm trying to say. So for anyone who relates, I'm happy that you can relate to it. For anyone who doesn't relate, I challenge you to delete 1, just 1. Probably TikTok, because I know TikTok's TikTok's the biggest one for most people. So delete your TikTok and see how you feel after. I know it's like you want to keep up with like what's going on. Trust me, just try it for like at least a couple weeks. Just try it for a couple weeks. That's what I did with Snapchat, and it ended up like leading me to delete just more. So obviously it gives you a good feeling. And then if you don't notice anything, then just re-download them and be a sheep. Be a fucking sheep. I'm just kidding. No one's a sheep. Actually, there's a lot of sheeps out there. Yeah, I'm gonna edit this part out. Anyway, that's the video. I'm gonna say peace out. Quick thing though, I am probably going to go, I know I said this in my last video, I'm probably gonna go skiing soon. I'm still not sure when, but it's like the plans are solidifying themselves, so it's becoming more of a real thing. So I'll make sure to like do a little bit of a vlog thing on that, so be ready for that video. I'm excited for it. I got a fuck ton of my ski gear like literally behind me right now. So yeah, peace out guys. I will talk to you later. Peace.